Tools window. Start Document 1. Word window. Document 1. Editing. Teaching. Resources and development. Teaching. Teaching. Resources and development. Objective. Students will understand the concept of resources and their classifications, recognize the importance of resource planning and sustainable development, learn about land use patterns, soil types, and conservation techniques. Be equipped with easy-to-remember notes and relatable stories for better retention. Introduction. The world of resources. Define resources. A resource is anything available in our environment that helps fulfill our needs, provided it is technologically accessible, economically feasible, and culturally acceptable. Story to connect. Imagine you are playing Minecraft, where you need wood to build a house, coal for energy, and iron for tools. These are your resources. Like Minecraft, in real life, we use resources around us to build, grow, and thrive. Key point: resources are the foundation of human survival and development. Classification of resources. Mnemonic, OEES. Origin, exhaustibility, ownership, status. Use this mnemonic to classify resources into 4 categories, on the basis of origin: biotic, derived from living organisms, forests, animals. Shortcut. Think, bio, is equal to life. Abiotic, non-living components, rocks, metals. Story. A forest with chirping birds is biotic. A quarry of silent stones is abiotic. On the basis of exhaustibility, renewable resources can regenerate: solar energy, wind energy. Shortcut. Re is equal to new again. Non-renewable resources, limited supply, coal, petroleum. Example: it's like using a pack of cookies. Once gone, it's gone unless you buy more. On the basis of ownership, individual resources, owned privately, farms, cars. Community resources, used by all members, parks, lakes. National resources, belong to a country, roads, railways. International resources, shared globally, oceans beyond 200 nautical miles. Story. Imagine a park near your house. If it's private, only you use it. If public, it's for everyone. On the basis of status of development, potential resources, untapped, e.g., petroleum in Rajasthan. Developed resources, ready to use, hydropower plants. Stock resources, technology unavailable to use them. Reserves, saved for future use. Sustainable development. Key idea. Sustainable development ensures we meet our present needs without compromising the ability of future generations to meet theirs. Story to connect. Imagine your parents give you a chocolate bar to share with your siblings. Eating it all now is selfish, but saving some ensures everyone enjoys it. Goals of Sustainable Development: protect the environment, reduce waste and pollution, use resources judiciously. Alert window. Document 1. Word win. Judiciously. Shortcut to remember goals: PCE, protect, conserve, ensure. Resource planning in India. Definition of resource planning: a systematic way to identify and manage resources for sustainable development. Steps in resource planning: identify resources, survey and map resources, e.g., minerals in Jharkhand. Plan exploitation, decide how to use resources sustainably. Match development goals, ensure resource use aligns with national progress. Shortcut to remember: IPM, identify, plan, match. Story to connect: think of resource planning like preparing for a road trip. First, you locate fuel stations, then you plan your route, and finally, ensure the trip is enjoyable without overusing resources. Land use pattern and conservation. Key points on land use pattern: determined by factors like climate, population, and technology. India's land use: forests is equal to 33% of total area. Non-agricultural land, roads, factories, is increasing due to urbanization. Conservation measures: afforestation, plant trees to prevent erosion. Land reforms: redistribute land for equitable use, prevent overgrazing, regulate grazing activities. Story: think of land as your grandmother's precious recipe. If you use it carelessly, you'll ruin the dish. Conservation is about preserving the essence of the recipe. Soil types in India: types of soil: alluvial soil, found in river basins, ideal for wheat and rice. Shortcut: rivers bring alluvial gifts. Black soil, found in Deccan Plateau, ideal for cotton. Story: farmers call black soil black gold for cotton crops. Red and yellow soil, found in plateaus of Odisha, Chhattisgarh, good for pulses and millet. Laterite soil, found in high rainfall areas, Western Ghats, good for tea and coffee. Arid soil, found in deserts, Rajasthan, requires irrigation. Forest soil, found in mountainous regions, rich in humus, good for plantation crops. Activity: draw a map of India and label soil types based on their regions. Soil erosion and conservation. Causes of soil erosion: natural, wind, water; human, deforestation, overgrazing. Conservation techniques: contour plowing, plow along natural contours to reduce water runoff. Terrace farming, create steps on slopes to prevent erosion. Strip cropping, grow crops in alternate strips to protect soil. Story to remember. Imagine soil as a cozy blanket for the earth. If you pull it too hard, erosion, the earth gets cold, loses fertility. Conservation keeps the blanket snug. Summary notes. Point-wise summary. Resources are classified based on origin, exhaustibility, ownership, and development status. Sustainable development ensures resource use for present and future generations. Resource planning in India involves identification, planning, alert window. Document 1. Word. Soil types in India include alluvial, black, red-yellow, laterite, arid, and forest soils. And forest soils. Conservation measures like afforestation, contour plowing, and terrace farming prevent soil erosion. Acronyms for revision. OEES types of resources. PCE Sustainable Development Goals. IPM steps in resource planning. PAWS conservation measures. Interactive activities. Class discussion. Divide students into groups to create posters on sustainable resource use. Creative assignment. Ask students to write a paragraph imagining their life without one key resource, like water or soil. Quiz. Match soil types with crops and regions. Classify given resources into categories. Final takeaway. Resources are Earth's gift to us. It's our duty to use them wisely and ensure they last for generations.